my dad used to have a white 300ZX Nissan.
Yeah.
And we were going to the city, and a black 930 came beside us, and he took off, and he just blew my dad's doors off. And I loved that. And I thought I have to have one of those.
Hi guys, Scott here from Outlaw Garage. Today we're here with Joe. We are building a Porsche 930 Turbo in the garage. So here we go. This is a 78 Carrera. 77. US car originally.
Correct. Yes.
She looks like she needs a bit of work.
She does. People say she's in hospital now.
How'd you find it? Was it in this condition when you first got it?
Yes, it was.
Because it's a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
So where'd you pick this up?
So I picked it up from a gentleman in South Australia. Obviously, he bought it from another chap that they imported it from the US. Okay. From New South Wales, and so from New South Wales to South Australia. Okay. And ends up in Melbourne.
So it's travelled around a bit, because I mean, when they imported it from the States, was it genuinely like in this condition as well?
It was all obviously it was all put together. Okay. It was all together, and in the last 3 to 4 months of just after work, just stripping the car.
So US, do you know in the US where it came from?
It was a Florida car.
Florida car, yeah. Which might explain some of the bits that you mentioned a little bit earlier about some of the rust.
Yeah.
Then New South Wales, South Australia, here in Victoria. So it's done some kilometres.
Yeah, it does.
In its time.
It has.
Probably been pushed, but not being driven. Yeah. And then it's ended up here.
It has the ugly, big, large bumpers. Yeah. With those big
impact bumpers.
Impact bumpers, but with the large, those fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've bought all the Euro type, all the Euro spec ones, all brand new, which I like better. Also, I have intentions of, I might make it into a slant nose. Reason being, if you see those slats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then the side skirts there.
Yeah.
So the only thing I need now is the front. Front slant nose guards.
Oh, look at those.
I found those on...
You don't find those very often.
They must be rare as hen's teeth. I found that once I saw it on advertised. I'm not going to make any publicity for them, but we know where it's... I saw them advertised and back in Seymour, whatever, an hour from here, and I said, mate, I'm coming to get them, because they must be very rare. Because I think originally they're meant to be, those slats are originally wood from when they built them in Porsche. Yep. They were wood, but whoever replicated those, I don't know who's done them, but they're absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, they're great quality. Side skirts up there.
Yeah.
So normally we start at the front of the car and go back, but we're at the back of the car, so we'll start at the back and go backwards. Didn't come with an engine.
No engine and no gearbox.
There should be the engine, and there should be the gearbox. And you're looking for a 930 engine.
Preferably a 3.3.
Yep.
Or 3 litre, but yeah, I'd rather, yeah.
And then either a matching gearbox, or a gearbox that will just kind of go with it.
Also in consideration would be a 3.2, but I'd rather a turbo.
Yeah.
Obviously they're not the same.
No.
When it comes to price, they're not the same, but I would preferably a turbo, yeah.
Well, look, to be fair, you got a bit of time putting the project together.
Correct.
So you got some time to kind of wait for the right engine, wait for the right parts to kind of turn up. But there is a fair bit of work to do there. Bumpers are off. They've been painted, you said?
Yes.
They've been painted, so they're... the car is originally a black car and going back to black. As we can see here, probably just a little bit of rust there that needs to be fixed. They tend to have a bit of a habit of sometimes pulling, collecting here. There's no drainage hole or anything like that, so it's clearly just kind of pulled up and come across. The other side's not too bad, but it's got a little bit of
but we might
tidy it up.
Yeah, we might do the whole section. Might order this whole section and the actual parcel shelf.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's got more holes than a cheese grater, I guess.
Yeah, it's a bit tatty and it's yeah, there we go. It's got a little It needs a little bit of time.
Also,
doesn't it?
very, you know, this very rare non-sunroof.
Non-sunroof car.
Very rare.
Look at that. And I think because there's no headliner, you can see that a sunroof has never even been cut into it.
So that's a genuine, and you'd think a Florida car or US car would have a
sunroof.
So this must be pretty rare.
Inside, she's not too bad inside.
No, not too bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Did it come with the seats and things in it?
Everything. Oh yeah.
So you've stripped all that.
I've stripped it all out. Had all the carpeting, seats, gauges. Had the roof lining, headliner. Everything was in. I've just gone haywire and started stripping. Obviously, you'll see all the spaghetti there with the wiring. Trying to take all the wiring out in one go without chopping and cutting. It will get a whole new wiring harness because they've started to. Yeah, who knows what they've.
Well, over the years, somebody would have put extra bits into it. They would have messed around with it. Yeah. All kinds of stuff happened between 78 and now. And a new wiring harness is probably a good idea, but there is a fair bit of spaghetti there.
Yeah, lots of spaghetti.
So it is a wide body. So at some point somebody has converted it.
Correct.
And it's steel?
That's steel, yeah. That's steel. The front guards are there, so
okay. They look in good condition.
They are. Like I said, I'm in two minds. I love the slant nose look. I think it looks killer. Yeah. But I do have the upright lights. So maybe, who knows?
To be fair,
who knows?
While you're building it, here's the opportunity to build the car that you want.
How you want.
Yeah, because otherwise you'll build it and then you won't go back and change it. Because you would have spent money on painting guards and doing all kinds of stuff.
Exactly.
If you're going to, like this car is in the ideal condition to build it as you want it.
Exactly.
Yeah, perfect car for that. Steel guards actually look like they've been put on really well as well. Yeah, they look
until
like
we go to bare metal. Hopefully, let's see what we find underneath.
Yeah, but to be fair, there's not a lot of bog in other areas of the car. Yes,
that's the worst area.
Yeah, yes, there's rust, but
that's the worst
area. To be fair, like there's a little bit of a seam there, which there'll be a little bit of kind of bog underneath it, but it might not be very much. So then I guess you're going to have to look for brakes.
Correct.
These are not going to do it
with
a 930 motor in the back. But again, these are going to need a complete overhaul anyway.
Yeah.
So if you're paying money and buying parts and things like that for an overhaul, why not spend the extra and get an upgrade?
That's right.
Got a fuel tank.
Yes, right there.
Fuel tank is there as well. Cool. There it is. A whale tail as well.
So I've got this new rubber for this. I've been accumulating the last 6 months or so. Every time you locate something, grab it because it's pretty hard to locate again. Once when you see it, buy it because they don't come up twice, 3 times. Things like those. Yeah.
I tell you what, it's a hell of a job to tackle in your garage as well.
Yes, it is.
I appreciate you taking it to other places to get bits and bobs done. Thankfully, you've got a reasonable size garage and space, so that's cool. But
just across the road from Sandown, about a kilometre up, there used to be a Porsche Australia warehouse. Around 15-20 years ago, it was massive. It used to be there.
Oh, okay.
So I used to live in Browns Road. I used to see a lot of 911s go up after school. It used to go up the street, go past, and it's always been my dream car. I mean, I've lived in the UK. I've had a Maserati by turbo. Rubbish. Never again. That's absolutely
sound great. I'd imagine reliability in English roads could be a little bit of a...
Yeah, I used to do funny things with the gauges and always... I used to fly. Nice. It was a quick car, but unfortunately...
Electrics
was an absolute disaster. Also lived half my life in Spain because my parents are Spanish. I've had a Sierra Cosworth.
That's a cool car.
Yeah, so I could say...
You don't hear people say Sierra Cosworth.
Not in Australia.
Often. No,
the only place where you hear him say it is maybe when it comes to touring car racing.
Yep.
And I mean, hopefully my mum won't see this, but we used to a lot of Friday after, instead of going to Thursday, Friday, instead of going to school, we'll probably go to watch the qualifying at Sandown. And that was that era. That was the era with the GTR Skylines and the Sierra Cosworths, and in Spain I had a RS 500, which I'll do anything to have it now.
First place people look when we're doing registrations in Australia is just here, but that has been saved and kept, so for registration that'll be good. There is actually the VIN up here as well. It's been placed on the window.
Yeah, apparently US cars, all the US cars have them here.
Mine's actually just down here.
Okay.
Yeah, unless, because mine's under the cloth, it might be there. I'm not really too sure. So black interior, I guess, as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I've got a set of Recaros too.
Oof.
Pole positions.
Yeah.
And I love the tartan combination.
Yeah.
Like a grey tartan also. Maybe...
That's nice.
Because I think the whole car black is... I love black, huh?
Yeah.
But
maybe too much.
I think maybe like a tartan interior will, and those pole positions in tartan and the door cards.
That'd be nice.
And the rear, I think it'll look killer.
I love tartan on the inside of a 911. I think it'll look good.
Yeah.
Wheels, what did you get?
Nothing yet. I'm in the... I used to have a set of... I had a set of BBS E88s, but I got rid of them because they're centre lock.
Yes.
And that's too much of a hassle.
Yeah.
I would love a set of...
But again, what a cracking set of wheels they are as well.
I would love a set of 17-inch roofs.
So, I do like to check this, because sometimes we ask, how long do you think?
I was going to say my age.
Yeah.
And I would like to get it done before my 50th.
Yeah. Okay.
Because so that gives me a couple of years. Because to be honest, I mean, like all of us, I don't want to finish it when have a walking stick.
Yeah. You want to drive it.
You want to enjoy it. You want to enjoy it as soon as possible. And the key part is consistency. Just don't get bored of the car of a project. Is being consistent, and that motivation. Being motivated and I think it's priority.
Because I have seen that where people have
halfway
lose interest.
Halfway the car's been painted and they're like they lose the plot and they're like, no, I'm going to sell it because it's just too much. And
but you've done all the hard work then. You may as well break the back of it and get it done.
Yeah.
So I think we will pop back every now and again.
Yeah.
And get a bit of an update. We might leave you 12 months to see how it's kind of gone, but it's
I think
a hell of a job.
Yeah, I think these are projects that if you see it now, it's when you see it later, then you learn to appreciate it. Go, it's not that not a word of mouth that this car was real bad. No, this now you physically see it. And then time goes by, and then you see it again. You go, oh well, I remember when this car was.
Yeah, I think it's got some unique parts, like the sunroof factory delete. You know, the steel guards. I think are excellent. And then, like you said, you've got some time, and the body is not. He's not a mess. All this down here is all pretty good. There's a bit of tidying up and a bit of stripping to do, and then
also the fact
it's time and effort.
What I do love about it also is that I love black cars. I love being a factory black car. I thought that's mad.
Yeah.
I hate doing them at work. At work, that's the worst color to work on because it's the most delicate color.
Yeah.
But on these, it's amazing color. I think,
So there we go, there's a big job to be undertaking in your garage. A Porsche 911 1977 being turned into a turbo 911, 930, maybe a slant nose, maybe standard. Let's see what happens with this. We will be back probably in 12 months to see how this build is going. So good luck. Hope you like the video. Give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you later. Bye.